So I am wholly unprepared for this week right now, I feel. So I'm gonna work on that later tonight, probably on the couch after dinner, but I've got a couple days before I leave for my next trip. Lighting awful? Yes. So we will do this quickly. Hi, it's Monday. It's par for the course. I have a lot going on this week. I have a trip for work that I leave for tomorrow. Then when I get back, I have a commission piece, 3 commission pieces that I really need to finish, but I can't do those when I'm on my work trip. So I'm gonna have to figure that out and do what I can, see how much I can get done later this week. Maybe a little bit tonight, we will see. But for now, I really need to pack. But I'm gonna take you along with me throughout this week and vlog as much as I can while I'm traveling. We've put it off long enough. I have to go pack now, so let's do that. Okay. I'm pretty sure I have everything except my makeup packed because I won't pack that until the morning because I'll do my makeup before I get on the plane because we have a work event when I get off the plane. So I normally wouldn't take this large of a suitcase for such a short trip, but I hurt my shoulder recently and carrying one of those like crossbody bags or something like that is just not happening. So we'll gate check this and it'll be fine. But I've got my gym shoes, I've got my work shoes, hair and makeup, well, hair and face stuff, socks, underwear, all those personal items. Cannot travel without my flat iron, super important. Then I have some travel utensils in there and a dirty clothes bag. And then I have my work clothes and my casual clothes because we are going out bowling, I think, one night. And emergency food supplies because I never trust hotel buffet food to be something that I can eat. And I always bring a water bottle because I try not to use those plastic ones. And this way I know I can remember if I've had enough water that day because I know how much water is in this. And so I just count my number of bottles to make sure that I'm not going to be miserable and dehydrated with a headache. So I think this is pretty much good to go. And then I always like to lay out what I'm gonna wear on the plane the day before. So I've got my socks, jeans, sweatshirt and shirt, my belt, the jewelry I plan to put on. So I'll just throw this into the bag. And then I also put my shoes out so that I just have everything all in one place so it's easy to get ready in the morning before I leave. So now I need to go pack my carry-on backpack. Good morning. It is now Tuesday, and I've got like an hour and a half-ish, 2 hours before I need to leave for my flight. I really need coffee, but it's still a little too hot to drink. I thought I would update you on what I did last night because I did not film anymore. I was working, well, I did and I didn't. So I was working on a commission piece last night, and I'm going to have that in a full video later, kind of just going through that process. But I will have a whole video on the commissions once I finish. I will have a full video on those commission pieces once I finish them and they're off to their new home. But this morning I've been getting things done. I know I packed yesterday and you saw that, but I repacked this morning. So I was looking at the weather forecast and I was planning on wearing my longer fall trench coat, but it's not going to be that cool. So I'm going to switch to a lighter weight jacket, and that kind of made me rethink some of my outfits. So we repacked this morning, which is par for the course. So it's fine. But I also finished a book yesterday that I thought I would tell you about. So, well, before I tell you about this, I should pop in my September theoretical TBR that I posted on Instagram. And have I read any of those books? Oh, the cat's going to play with a toy now. Hopefully you can't hear that. Hopefully this mic is blocking that. But sorry if you hear the cat toy in the background. But have I read any of those books? If Into the Woods was on there, which I'd have to look at the picture and I don't have my phone near me, I finished that one. But was this on there? Was this on that TBR? No, it was not. The kitten is having a lot of fun. So this was not on my September TBR. So I saw that this is coming out on Hulu tomorrow, I think. I think tomorrow. And I really don't like to watch things before I've read them, and I knew I owned this book and did want to read it at some point. So that kind of forced me to pick it up, and I think I grabbed a copy on audiobook from my library, so I was listening to that a lot yesterday when I was doing other things, but I finished this book. I think I started it... Kittens. At any rate, I started it last week sometime, but are you having so much fun? So that's what you're hearing in the background. Can you be done with that now? Maybe? No? Okay. So the kitten is not going to stop playing with that, but we're going to continue to talk about the book I finished. So I finished The Other Black Girl. I wanted to read that because it's coming out on Hulu, and I cannot stand to watch the thing before I've read the thing if it's a book I was interested in reading in the first place. Really, if I wasn't interested, I probably wouldn't watch the show either. So at any rate, I've had this book for a while, hadn't read it, so I grabbed an audio copy, maybe from Libro, along with the physical copy. I mostly read it at night and listened to it during the day, but absolutely loved this story. It was just the right amount of spooky and creepy and what's going on for me. It has multiple perspectives and multiple timelines, which did confuse me a little bit, and pausing the audiobook to pick up the physical copy and reread what timeline we were in at the front of the chapter. It is nicely labeled in the front of every chapter, so I could double check where I was in space and time. So I did like that. And so there were really, I would say one main character and then two kind of secondary characters with their own timelines. I really want to know more of the backstory of those other two characters' timelines that we were seeing. The first perspective that we get is in 1983, and then for several chapters we don't hear about that person and their timeline again, and I would like a whole entire book on that. That really drew me in. So that was 83, and then everything else I think is 2018. And The kitten is really having a ball over there. Everything else is 2018, and things start to happen in this woman's workplace that are suspicious and just get creepier and creepier. And you think it's one thing, and then it turns out it's another thing. And who you thought maybe was the good person was not the good person. And I also was suspicious. At one point, I was like suspicious of everyone. Like, was concerned that everyone in the main character circle was out to get her. So really enjoyed this. It was a pretty fast read. I found myself wanting to pick it up and listen to it, or pick it up and read it multiple times throughout the day. Even when I couldn't be reading, I was still thinking about this book. So that to me is always something that I look for. I want to get sucked into it. I want to be thinking about it when I'm not reading it. So overall, I really, really enjoyed this. I would absolutely pick up something else from this author, and I am really looking forward to watching the limited series on Netflix. Pretty sure it's a limited series. So I'm glad that I finished it just in time to watch it. No, it's not Netflix. It's Hulu. I don't care what platform it's on. It's on one of those. I'm excited to watch it wherever I find it on the apps on my TV. So have you watched... Oh, now the cat's going to eat. Great. Well, let's pause for a coffee break while we wait on the cat to maybe not chomp on his cereal. Okay. I don't think he's going to stop. I'm just really hoping that we don't have a lot of background noise because I'm using a mic. We'll see. At any rate, well, this is the problem. So if you watched my last video, then you know that I said I was going to pick up Dracula next, and technically I did. I packed it. It's packed in my bag, and I started listening to it on audiobook yesterday. However, when I was getting ready for bed, I didn't really want to dig Dracula out of my bag, so I grabbed this because I have it from the library, and it's short, and I kind of got sucked in already. So I don't do a lot of horror, and this does start off pretty intense. Oh, now the light's gonna do a thing. Should I just stop filming? Okay, we're back. So I had to turn off the overhead light because the bulb is going out, and there's no way for me to reach that and fix it right now. So sorry if the lighting is now weird. We're gonna wrap this up pretty quickly because between the cat and the lights, I think we just need to stop filming. So at any rate, last night I did not want to get Dracula out of my bag. I picked up My Sister's Serial Killer. I'm not super into horror. I want to be more into horror, but we're just not there yet. This does start off, at least for me, pretty gory. So there's a lot of blood right from the get-go. There's no question about who done it. It says it on the cover. But I do have some questions about like why, what is going on. So far, I have met I believe the sister is the main, the sister who's not the serial killer is the main character, hence My Sister the Serial Killer. So she's with her sister, the possible serial killer, and there's a body that's right off the bat. We're not giving anything away because her sister murders people, because you can figure that out from the title. So I'm still trying to figure out like exactly why and how and why we're kind of just accepting of this about her sister. Really not sure where this is going to go. Don't know if her sister is going to get caught. Don't know if we're going to be covering up some murders. Really not sure where this is going and how much I can tell you without giving you spoilers. But it wasn't so bloody and gory that I didn't want to like not continue. So I do want to continue, and I may actually stick this in my bag to take it on the plane with me because it's so small. It's really nice and small, and it makes me feel like I could finish this on this trip. So I'm pleasantly, I don't know if I'd say pleasantly, I'm hoping I can get through it without getting too grossed out. So we will see. This is probably going to go in my bag to go on the plane. But since we are having difficulty with our filming setup today for some reason, I guess the universe wants me to go do the couple other things I need to get done and then hit the road to the airport. So I will see you in a little bit. Okay, pardon the noise from the pipes, but I have to show you this. I just got in my hotel room, made it off the flight, and into this part of Chicago, wherever we are. I ordered tacos from DoorDash because I forgot to eat lunch because I was maybe working on the commission and didn't notice what time it was, and then almost like was late getting out the door. But I have to show you the bathroom really quickly. Just trust me. Just come with me. So I went in to wash my hands because that's what you do after a flight and you just got off the plane. And I turned the light on and then this turns on and scared the crap out of me. Like, this is the first hotel room I've been in with a TV in the mirror. Do I want to watch TV while I'm showering? Okay, to be fair, I do watch YouTube while I'm doing my makeup, but all right, sure. It is Wednesday. Yes, because I thought it was Thursday for a little while. It is Wednesday morning and I got up and went to the gym. It was super packed, which was not expecting that because I went at like 5:30. But I did not update you last night. We went out to dinner and I thought we were going to do like bowling or bocce ball at the place that we went to, but we didn't. We just kind of had dinner, so there wasn't really anything to update you on, but I am getting ready to go downstairs. There's a coffee shop-ish thing. I've not checked it out, but there's a lot of nice seating down in the lobby. And I'm gonna grab a coffee and then probably do a little bit of sketching. I have a piece that I really need to get finished so I can make prints. So I'm gonna work on that a little bit because I have about an hour before our team breakfast, but I probably won't update you again today. We're just gonna be in meetings all day. So we'll see if we do anything interesting tonight, but that's kind of the plan. So I will put in some clips of my sketching. And then if I do knit during our meetings, which I typically do, my boss is fully supportive of me knitting. She knows that I have ADHD and she knows it helps me participate more in the meetings. So I will show you how far I get on the sock project that I brought with me. I should probably work on that today so that I pay attention during the meetings. So, all right, let's go get coffee. We have survived our 12-hour day of staff retreat things. It actually was a really good event. I really enjoyed some of the activities and things that we did and talking about some of the complexities of the work that we do. So I'm glad that we had it. It's the first in-person one we've had. We've only had virtual ones. And so this was really nice. But as you saw, I did a little bit of sketching yesterday morning before the retreat. And then really I was in the retreat for like 12 hours and I got back into my room at like 9 o'clock and crashed. So we have one final team breakfast this morning, and then some friends and I, co-workers, but they're also friends, we're going to go to Kale My Name, which is the vegan restaurant from Tabitha Brown, who is a creator, influencer, amazing, just positive spirit. So I have been following her for years, and I'm so thrilled to get to go to her restaurant. And two of my coworkers they also have late flights out of Chicago, so we're going to go hit that up. So I will get some footage there, but super, super excited to check out her restaurant. So let's go finish our team meeting. I think we also might have time for like a walk in the woods, so we'll see. But I will check back in when we are at Kale My Name and headed to the airport after that. You already got cat fur all over me. You come up here? Okay. We may or may not have a cat appearance. We have cat fur though. We do. Okay. I'm so tired. I'm so tired, y'all. It's Saturday. Yesterday. So I got in. Let's try this again. So I flew back Thursday from Chicago, but I did not get home until like midnight. Okay. So I got home around midnight Friday morning / Thursday night. And because of that, I'm very tired. So yesterday I did not film anything at all because I was on the couch. I was doing work, but we were not super functional. And I'm still pretty tired today. That's why we're having a 1 p.m. coffee right now. I don't know what this is doing, or how much you can see of that. But I thought I would update you on how far I have made it on. I don't think I filmed any of my knitting because I mostly did it during the meeting, and because of that, I can't film during my work meetings because it's work. Please do not try to eat this yarn. So I put it in a bowl, buddy. Okay. So I was probably right about here on the sock when I started on my trip, and I got to right about here. So I probably got about 2.5 inches done while I was on my work trip, mostly in the meeting. I knit a little bit on the plane, but I did work on it some last night, so I started the heel flap, and I really want to get the heel turn done while I'm home because I have another trip next week. So if I can get to the body of the foot, then it'll be easy knitting or plain knitting again. So I'm going to work on that later tonight, probably on the couch after dinner. But I've got a couple days before I leave for my next trip, so I should be able to get that heel turn done. It probably won't be in this video because I'm going to wrap this one up tomorrow. So we're going to work on this, but probably not until this evening. The other thing I have been working on before I left for the trip, I haven't picked it up since I gotten back, but I'm going to try to finish this weekend, either tonight or tomorrow. but it is this cute little witch's hat embroidery. So that will be my kind of coffee table embroidery. I don't really have a spooky season one, and I wanted one. And this was a really simple pattern that I found on Etsy. I will link it down below. But I like that it's all one color, super fast pattern. I can get it done. There's a cat fur on my nose. Super fast pattern. I can get it done this weekend, probably. I got all of this done in one night. This was before I left last week. So if I got that much done in one night, I can probably finish the rest of it tonight or tomorrow. So you will see me work on that in a little bit. Yes, you're a very good baby. So yeah, that'll either be a project for today, maybe tomorrow. We'll see how much energy I have after I have this second coffee because we're struggling. And thank you. And, oh, the other thing that I need to do is hold the baby cat, apparently. I don't have the book. It's in the other room because I need to return it to the library. So I will pop it on one side of me or the other. I finished My Sister is a Serial Killer, My Sister the Serial Killer, My Sister's Serial that book, whatever that title is on the screen. I'm telling you, we are struggling today. Finished that on my flight back, and I really, really enjoyed the book. It wasn't too bloody gory for a horror novel for me. It is set in Nigeria, and the main character really is the sister that is not a serial killer. I don't think that's a spoiler. Sorry if it is. But you kind of see what's coming throughout the whole book. But I was kind of surprised of the non-serial killer sister's actions a little bit, but I get it. I understand her motivations, and I kept hoping for a different outcome, but I did not get the outcome that I wanted, but I still liked the book a lot. I also really, really liked the author's writing style. Most of the chapters were like 2 to 3 pages, but each one of them had a title that kind of told you what was going to happen, but without giving too much away. It was like a one-word title. I think one was titled something like breakfast or birthday or something. It'd be really simple words like that. And then the chapter would revolve around that event or food or item and give you either insight into the character's pasts or what was currently happening. But it was very, very fast paced, and I liked the speed at which it moved because it kept you engaged, it kept the story moving forward, but also gave you some background information on both the sister and the serial killer sister. So I just really loved the author's writing style, and so I would absolutely pick up another book from that author. I'm sorry, I cannot tell you what their name is right now because the book is in the other room, and there's a cat in my lap. And if you're anything like me, you can't move when there's a cat on you. So anyway, if you've not read this, it's been out for a while, but if you've not read My Sister is a Serial Killer, My Sister the Serial Killer, sorry. If you have not read this, and you're okay with a little bit of gore, not too much, highly recommend, especially for spooky season. Would absolutely recommend picking this up. So after I finished that, I am still trying to read Dracula. I'm just really not in the mood, which is terrible because we are going to go see it in a week. A week from now, we will have already seen Dracula. So I don't know if that'll get read or not. But I also have a couple other library books I really need to get to that I'm a little more in the mood for. Still haven't picked up Babel. Need to do that. But I'm reading, I want to say it's The It Girl by Ruth Ware. Again, I will pop it up in one of 2 places, either here or there. Oh, you're going to leave? Okay. So yeah, I started that. Actually, I started it before I started My Sister the Serial Killer. I only got like 3 pages in. It's way too big to like take on a plane with me. So why am I reading it? Because I have to get on another plane soon. I don't know. But I started that, and I do like what's happening in that. So far, I'm like 30 pages in. So I really am not sure what is happening. I just know there's a before and there's an after. And someone's roommate was murdered in college. So we're mostly in the after, but some events from then are impacting the after the events from before. I don't know. I think we're going to figure out what happened and how her roommate slash friend was killed, but I'm really not sure. I don't know where it's going, but I always like Ruth Ware's books, so I'm going to probably stick to that. I'm starting to get into like witchy, spooky mood, and I kind of want to read a comfort book, like a comfy, cozy mystery, but I'm trying to hold off until October. I also am kind of in the mood to start Babel, so yeah, I don't know what this is going to look like, but we'll find out. So the other thing that I need to do this weekend is I have a commission that I'm working on that I really need to get done, so I'll work on that, but I'm not going to film it because you will see that in a video later. So for now, just pretend like that doesn't exist. But the thing I do need to do is make business cards. So you will probably see some of that sketching. I know what I want to do for them. I just need to sit down and find the time to make the design. I already have the layout done in Canva where I'm going to order them from, but I really need to get that done this weekend. So let's go get started. My apologies. I have just been editing this footage and a couple of things. One, this mic is way better than the clip-on mic. That thing you can barely hear, but it's the same like little pack thing. Yeah, I don't know if it's something about the cord or that microphone that's attached to the end of the cord. I don't know, but that is not as good as either my phone or this mic, so we're probably going to be using this one a little bit more. I could just clip it to myself. That's a problem for later. I'm just going to hold it for now. But my apologies for the audio quality in this video. Second, you can tell that I have not vlogged in a while because half of those clips don't have an ending. I'm like, I'll update you later. Then I'm just gone. So, in an effort to update you on the things that I didn't update you on, by the way, it's Sunday. I'm still wearing the same hoodie, yes, but I washed my hair. That's all we achieved. So, I could also use another 1 p.m. coffee, but it's 3 p.m. So yeah, you can tell from those clips that I have not vlogged in quite some time. My apologies. You have several beginnings of thoughts and no endings. So this is my effort to fix that and yeah, update you on the things I said I was going to update you on and then didn't. First off, Kill My Name was delicious. That, oh my gosh, I got a kale Caesar wrap. and it was phenomenal. So if you are not vegan and don't pay a lot of attention to food ingredients, Caesar dressing is basically egg. Like the whole Caesar salad is just egg. It's all egg. I am allergic to eggs. So I love Caesar dressing and I love Caesar salads, and I rarely get to have them because if I want a Caesar dressing, I have to make it myself. And I have a decent recipe for it, but you know, I just don't feel like making that all of the time. So I was super excited to try that. It was fantastic. The fries were delicious as well. And I really hope I get a chance to go back there again because the whole menu looked amazing. So that was phenomenal. I'm sorry I didn't update you later that day like I said I would. At any rate, the other thing that I did yesterday was I made this. So this is the design for my business cards. So I made this and I painted it and I ordered the business cards last night. I didn't film that part because no one cares. But I'm super excited about this little print. I am going to have prints of this available, but the original is mine. I'm going to hang it on the wall, and you can't see, but there's a large tote beside me. I had my spousal unit get the things down off of the tall shelves for me so that I could find a frame for this. So I'm going to mat this and frame this later today, maybe if I find the motivation, but probably not. But this is mine permanently, the original. And I'm really in love with it. Like the colors are 100% me. I'm just like so stoked about this. So just I couldn't be happier. I'm super excited to have my business cards printed, some stickers, and just the packaging. So when I do send those commissions out, they have updated, refreshed packaging, and it just looks so cute. So cute. I love it so much. Okay. But that is the thing that I finished yesterday that I didn't wrap up. But as I said, I'm going to work on finishing out clips and I need to get ready for the week. So I'm going to wrap this video up here again. Leave me a microphone or a little Halloween emoji. Any of them will work. So I can like your comment if you did make it to the very end, because my apologies, y'all. This was longer than I intended. And I didn't know where we were going with this, and the Southern has come out. What is happening? All right, that it's clearly time for me to go. I will see you in the next one. Next week, I will be showing you my travel sketching kit and what I take with me both for knitting and sketching when I travel. So stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a like if you enjoyed any part of it. And I will see you in the next one. Have a great week.